Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Pedro. Thank you for choosing this video, and I promise not to waste your time.
How the European Union and the US are trying to regulate AI, and how it is going to affect us, the users. This is a very important issue because AI is everywhere these days, from our phones to our cars to our social media feeds, and it is not always clear how the system works, what data they use, and what impact they have on our lives. So, let's start with the European Union, which is leading the way on AI laws. The European Union has passed a draft law called the Artificial Intelligence Act, which is the first comprehensive set of regulations for the AI industry in the world. The law aims to reduce the risks posed by AI and ensure that it respects human rights and values. The law categorizes four levels of risk: unacceptable, high, limited, and minimal. Unacceptable risk includes AI that manipulates human behavior, exploits vulnerabilities, or causes social harm. High risk includes AI that affects people's health, safety, or fundamental rights, such as facial recognition, biometric identification, credit scoring, or recruitment. Limited risk includes AI that interacts with humans, such as chatbots or voice systems. Minimal risks includes AI that has little or no impact to humans, such as video games or spam filters. The law proposes different rules for each level of risk. For example, AI systems with an acceptable risk would be banned outright. AI systems with a high risk would have to undergo a truth assessment before being released on the market. They would also have to comply with the strict requirements on data quality, transparency, human oversight, and accuracy. AI systems with limited risk would have to inform users that they are interacting with a machine and not a human. AI systems with a minimal risk would be subjected to voluntary code of conduct. The law also creates a new European Artificial Intelligence Board, which would oversee the implementation and enforcement of these rules. The board would consist of representatives from each member of the state and the European Commission. The board would also issue guidelines and recommendations on ethical and technical aspects. The law is not final yet. It still has to go through a long process of negotiations between the European Parliament, the European Council, and the European Commission before it becomes official. But it is already seen as a potential model for other countries and regions that are looking to regulate AI. Now, let's move on to the US, which is still playing catch up when it comes to AI regulation. The US has no federal law on AI yet, although there have been some proposals and initiatives from various agencies and lawmakers. For example, the White House has released policy ideas that includes rules for testing AI systems before they are publicly available and protecting privacy rights. The Federal Trade Commission has issued guidance on how to avoid deceptive or unfair practice even using AI. And some members of the Congress have introduced bills that would require more transparency and accountability for AI systems. However, many experts say that these efforts are not enough to address the complex and fast-moving challenges posed by AI. They argued that the US needs a more comprehensive and coordinated approach that involves multiple stakeholders, such as industry, academia, civil society, and international partners. They also warned that if the US does not act soon, it will lose its competitive edge and influence in the global AI landscape. One of the main obstacles for the US is the lack of consensus and trust among different actors. There are diverging views and interests on how to balance innovation and regulation, how to define and measure risk, how to ensure fairness and equity, and how to protect national security and human rights. There are also concerns about the power and influence of big tech companies, which have been accused of violating antitrust laws, spreading misinformation, and harming democracy. Another challenge for the US is the lack of data and evidence on the actual impacts of AI. There is a need for more research and evaluation on how AI affects different sectors, groups, and individuals in society. There is also a need for more public awareness and education on what AI is and how it works and what it can do. So, what does this all mean for us, the users? Well, it means that we have a stake on how AI is regulated and governed. It means that we have a right to know how AI affects our lives and choice. And it means that we have a responsibility to use AI wisely and ethically.
So, what do you think? Do you think we're going to have a bright future with AI, or is it going to be a dark and obscure one? Let me know in the comments, share the discussion, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you.